Hey everybody, welcome back to some more Pokemon Brilliant Diamond with your boy JJ Colombia here. Last time we went over a bit of the mystery gift stuff. That's in the bonus episode, excuse me. The actual episode was the gym battle and the introduction to Team Galactic. Now we're going to be moving on ahead to north to Floroma City and see what awaits us there. Now, since I did unlock mystery gifts, we will be getting into some one thing I wanted to do for my team. It may be a bit cheap, and it might take a while for it to actually hatch, but I wanted to use the event mana fee on my team. As I said, it's cheap, but hey, when can you ever use a mana fee on a let's play like this? I am still recording this on Twitch, which is being recorded live. So again, hello Twitch chat and hello people on YouTube. Hope you're all doing well. To give gift exchange on Three Kings Day. Oh, that's cool. I forgot I did not battle these trainers here. Experience is about to be low, but hey, it is what it is. Chimchar is actually on level 13, close to evolving soon, so we may be able to see that on stream. But Tony, since you're doing gift exchange on Three Kings Day, do you already have a gift set out to exchange, or do you think you know what you're going to be getting? Power Up Punch is such a good move, man. Look at this. It didn't KO, but such good damage and an attack buff. God dang. Oh, we're super close to leveling up. God dang. We're not super close, but close enough. You just noticed I have an abnormal. You never got him until post game? What? Tony, how do you forget an entire Pokemon until post game? I mean, I know he's useless for now, but god dang. This one is the one I got for a trade too. In Orbrick City, you catch him a Chop, and you can trade it for an Abra. It doesn't really help too much in the beginning of the game because it can't attack, but once it does, it's tough. Also, this youngster said he got a gift a Magikarp from his dad. I think. Imagine being so hated by your dad, you get a Pokemon that does nothing. I mean, I know it evolves to Gyarados later on, but press F to pay respects. They did give one of the Pokemon though. Is that another Magikarp or he actually can attack now? Okay, so he actually can attack you now. Starly. Body. We're so close. May I please trouble you for a battle, she says. How polite. Hey look, a baby. Let's burn the baby. Bro, before you used Dialga, what was on your team? Did you even did you get a Garchomp at all, or did you think about using it? Because I figured you would have used Garchomp instead of Dialga. Ah, finally, level 13, level 14. You got Garchomp in post game? Oh, that's because you did you find out where it was post game? Finally, Chimchar is evolving. Typically, whenever I play Platinum, I would have evolved Chimchar before facing Rourke, mostly because it makes Rourke super simple. But I figured I would hold off on it because of Power Up Punch. But for those of you who watched the last episode, you know how that went. Oh, Jesus. Freaking. Why is it no Bulldoze? That caught me off guard so much. But once Chimchar evolves to Monferno, he gets Mach Punch, which is a priority move that almost always goes first, unless your opponent uses a move that goes faster, like Extreme Speed. But Mach Punch is going to be a super useful move. Now, since I didn't battle these trainers, I did not actually go into Ravage Path. There's not much you can do here until after you get the first gym badge, which is why I was holding it off until later. Until I got the Bibero. Did you actually use the Bibero, or was that just for in your party for HM moves? Because if you just said it was for field moves, I would understand. But speaking of which, we can actually use Rock Smash in the field now. And we don't actually have to use a Pokemon. What am I saying? My commentary is trash right now. You do not have to teach a Pokemon the field move in order to use it. You can use it in the wild as is. And over here we get the TM for Rock Tomb, which is actually a pretty good TM. In single player it's alright, but it's really good for multiplayer because of the fact that it lowers your opponent's speed, which is super helpful for competitive battling. It's not perfectly accurate, but it can be a major help. And I don't know why they did this, but actually no, Tony, I just sitting there until I found out about your team. Yeah, I expected that. Why did they make her cute? The Aroma lady looks fine as hell. I'm not gonna lie. Part of me feels shame for saying that, but am I wrong? I can feel the chat silently judging me. But now that we're on the upper half of Route 204, we can see some new Pokemon for the first time, like Cherubi. Cherubi isn't that good. It's better for doubles in its evolved form, since its ability Flower Gift can power up teammates. But in single player, I would personally skip on it. I've used it before in Platinum, and it wasn't bad per se, but it only really learns normal and grass moves, which is fine for single player, but I would skip it for multiplayer. Flower Gift has some usage, but I don't think it's really worth it. It's a Trollmon. It pretty much is, especially in Sword and Shield. This is also surprisingly our first bug catcher of this game, and there's not really even that much in this whole region. Only in these upcoming routes and the forest, and they're pretty much gone. Which is a shame, because there's some pretty cool bugs in this region. And I'm using one of my team right now. Speaking of my team, like I said, I'm going to be using Manaphy. And I'm not sure if I'm going to keep Kricketune here, but I'm going to hold on to it as long as I can, because I like Kricketune a lot. It's not good, but I like Kricketune. We did see the Galactic Grunt use Wurmple, and it's pretty much a generic early game bug type. Falls level 7 and again at level 10. It can evolve into two different Pokemon that are a little bit better now because I learned a move called Quiver Dance. But even then, they're pretty below average. You're using 2 Staraptor? Up here we have another hidden move for Cut, but we don't have access to it yet, so I'll be back for that when I get Cut. And here is our first double battle in this game. Double battles are pretty much what you expect, throwing 2 Pokemon out at the same time. If for whatever reason you get to this point in the game and you actually only have 1 Mon on your team, these 2 trainers will ignore you altogether. They will only battle you in double battle, and will just ignore you if you have 1 Pokemon. And another new mon here, Pachirisu. Pachirisu as a whole, okay, it's not. I wouldn't say it's bad. I would not recommend it for single player use. Multiplayer, multiplayer. Okay, Pachirisu has a hilarious history for multiplayer. It's pretty much been ignored because there hasn't been really a general use for it. But I believe in the early 2010s, I don't remember the exact year specifically, a a trainer named Seijin Park, I believe, took a Pachirisu to the World Tournament and won. Pachirisu, when trained correctly, tanked a Draco Meteor. The reason why it was used was not as an attacker, but more so a supporter. Using moves like Follow Me to redirect attacks, its high special defense let it tank moves like Draco Meteor, and because of its redirection, it allowed partners like Garchomp to just run house. It also gets moves like Nuzzle, which do a little bit of damage, but also paralyze, which make it easier for Garchomp and its teammates to clean up. And because of that, Pachirisu, a Korean Seijin Park, won Worlds. I don't have Shinx on your team? Yeah. I was considering using Shinx, not gonna lie. I depress you. No, I'm not gonna lie. I considered using Shinx. I really did, but I want to be a little bit. Okay, now it's not gonna. I'm not gonna say I want to be unique because look at my team here: Manaphy and Infernape. But the reason why I didn't go with Shinx is because I knew everybody's gonna use it, and it's a lot of people's favorite Pokemon, including Tony's here. But the thing is, it's so popular. I, I wanted to give other Pokemon some screen time. I am not helping my case with Tony here because I'm still depressing him. I'm sorry, Tony. Don't get me wrong. I really like Luxray, but I don't think it's for me. He is perfect for the fourth gym. You're right. Also, what's up, Riku? What's up, D? For those of you watching on YouTube here, I'm sure you know Rico a bit well now. He's the one who helped me a lot with some of the post recordings, so big props to him. Give him a follow if you'd like to. The variety, yeah, that's the main reason why I kind of didn't pick Lux right here. The variety. This NPC right here, I've been standing here for a while now, just waiting for them. She gives you the TM for Pluck. Pluck is a rather underrated move. It is the flying type version of the move Bug Bite, which if your opponent is holding a berry, which there are some berries here, they will steal that berry and use it for themselves. So if I was giving this orange berry to my Badoo, for example, and it got hit with Pluck, the Pokemon that used Pluck would take that orange berry and heal from that. It's a really underrated move, but you don't really see it used too often. As for the berries themselves, Orange Berry heals 10 PP, Cherry Berry heals Paralysis, Pekka Berry or Pecha Berry, however you pronounce it, heals Poison, and Chesto Berry heals Sleep. So these are going to be really useful for a single player. There are other berries for multiplayer, but we'll come across them when we come across them. And now here she tells us that her dad is trapped in Valley Windworks here. Clearly, the potion is more important to Team Galactic because who cares about this scrub right here? Come here. Punch in the face. Okay, bad joking aside. Let's talk to him. This man said, "Don't you dare." You think you can stop me? Pluck is used for certain trainers that you know you... Yeah, that's, if you know an opponent is holding a berry, be it a HP restoring berry, status berry, or even a type effectiveness berry, if you can use a move like Pluck or Bug Bite, you can really turn the tide in the battle. It's situational, but it's really good. This Glamina here is level 11, which is still no issue for Fonferno here. But as you can see, trainers are getting up. Well, not trainers. Team Galactic is pretty unique. But a lot of trainers like Team Galactic at this point are starting to go up there in level, and they will get more difficult as you go on. Just like the rest of this game. Gonna lock us out. I was gonna make a joke, but this Shellos here interrupted me. I would be mad normally, but I love Shellos. If this Manaphy event was not going on, I would have 100% used either Shellos or another Pokemon here. And if I can find it, I will show you what the Pokemon is. Oh, perfect timing. Weasel. I would have definitely used either Weasel or Shellos if this Manaphy event was not going on. And I'm only using Manaphy because whoever gets to see Manaphy often. As for these two water types themselves, Shellos is a water. It eventually becomes a water and ground type, which is a really good typing, which is only weak to grass. It's very bulky, and if you're ever in need of a water type, I do recommend Shellos and Gastrodon a lot. As for Buizel and Floatzel, they're faster and more geared towards attacking. Unfortunately, they're not really as good as Gastrodon is, but they're still pretty good if you ever need a good attacker. The move variety they have is a little bit lacking, I think. I'm no pro, but they do learn a decent variety of moves. You can also find Wild Pachirisu here, which I've gone through earlier. And for now, that's all the new encounters you can find in this area. But he did mention that this Team Galactic Grunt did mention that we should check out the Floroma Town because there should be some Team Galactic Grunts waiting over there for us. But we did take a little bit of damage, so let me just heal up real quick. Now, for those of you in chat, since we actually made it to Floroma Town, how do you feel about this place? Because honestly, if there's ever a place I wouldn't mind living in, it's this place. I know it sounds really weird considering it's a flowery town, but it looks nice. There's a flower shop here, peaceful, out of the way. But one thing I should mention though, if you have data in your save data for Pokemon Sword and Shield and Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, you can talk to these two who are not in the original games. A Wishing Star. This man gives you Jirachi if you have save data for Pokemon Sword and Shield, since the Wishing Star is an item in those games. A nickname for Jirachi? Nah. I'll send them to boxes, I guess, because I just sent them to a box by mistake. And played Let's Go and Cancel before. Mew and Jirachi are also mythical Pokemon like Manaphy is, and they have base 100 stats across the board. They're really, really good if you know how to use them. Mew can learn every single move in the game. Jirachi can't, but it also has different abilities that can really help you out. For some reason, they made Jirachi level 5 and Mew level 1. Timid nature. Timid is alright for Jirachi. There's no real bad nature for these two Pokemon. Like I said, they have base 100 across the board, so they're always going to be versatile and usable, especially Mew. So if you can build a strategy based on whatever, my commentary is bad. What I'm trying to say is, there can always be a strategy you can build using Mew. However, if the nature isn't to your liking, like this timid nature is for my Jirachi here, you do have the option to change it. However, it doesn't come until post-game, so you will have to wait a while for that. Now, I'm already using one mythical, so I'm not going to use 3 of them to be busted throughout the entire game. But if you want to just be uber powerful, be my guest. I can't stop you. Now here we have a little bit of a commotion going on, it seems. But I think I'm gonna be an evil little devil and hold it off until next episode. So, for now, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Peace.